I am terribly sorry that my other video cut so short. I am back at where we left off. I really do appreciate if you followed through and you found this video as well. I'm trying to put out some good quality content, but it's a huge learning curve. I'm super impressed with so many people out there who put out great content that people enjoy and learn from and love and find passion in, and that's something that I've always been told by my good friends and family that I should do. So here I am. Um, so this here is the connector that goes to the radio. Like I said, you can find different connectors. This was just the stock one that came with the radio. It was originally hooked up to go to a 12-volt system, and then I rewired it for this box, like a car outlet. But I can go back and either put new attachments on it that match, and it'll just plug and play. Okay. So, LED, little map light. Here's for the radio. These here go to the battery. I try to do what I could to shrink wrap just for cord control, keep everything looking nice. It's got several grounds running up into this one here. These ones go through, and there's a ground for the light that wraps back around. Everything's kind of zip tied up nice to fit around the battery, because if you look, the battery's got to fit right in here. Everything is nice and tight. Very little room. Here's the switches. I went with nice clips that have the little adhesive on the inside, like marine ones. The ones that I didn't have got heat shrink. The heat shrink also helps keep these cords connected when it goes 2 to 1. There's a lot of videos on how to wire these up. I'm not really don't think I'm the best at explaining it. Yes, that one just popped off. But yeah, everything seems to work. This is the back of the power poles. You can see this one is not hooked up because they haven't gotten like an external solar charge controller or whatever, so I didn't want to have this available. The only one I use is this other one here for charging the battery from the outside of the box. These ones here are my USB, my 12 volt, and then my voltage meter. Those are kind of ran with all the grounds in series. Try to share the power when they can, since they're pretty much on the same switch. I do have everything ran to a fuse system. Can't imagine pulling very much power, but got some 5s and 15s in there. I've never had any issue. This was really hard to find. I found a bunch of different ones that were wide or fit, but I needed something that had the panels from the bottom, the clips from the bottom to feed into, and that was just for clearance. I mean, to get this thing to sit and tuck up nicely, there's very little room, but it works really well. So you know, learn and watch and ask questions from people you know. Trial and error. Everything that I've seen here is kind of a mishmash of all these different ideas and collaboration of people's ingenuity and imagination. I really dig it. One of the last things we'll go ahead and take a look at is how I have the antenna coming into the box. They have adapters, and I'm gonna completely forget the name of these. There's another reference that you can find online. There's an adapter that goes from the inside to the outside, and they cut a hole and screw in, and I got that all sealed up. It's kind of nice. If you need to, you can throw a cap on it, and it keeps it, I wouldn't call it completely waterproof. Quality of the box might not be there. It's not a Pelican or anything, but I would say it's very water resistant. And here's that headphone cord. Go ahead and get that out of the way. The radio here I'm going to go ahead and unscrew where the radio antenna comes out of the box. The radio I didn't even mount, like, it's like soft mounted in the box. It just kind of floats in the box too. I wanted to be able to take it out of the box and use it again for, like I said, if I want to throw it in the truck. So it's got the original mounting bracket on the bottom, and that's what it can swivel on. When it's in the box, you can turn the face up. It will tip down to sit more flush when the lid is closing, giving you just a little extra room. But you can also, face it all the way up and get really good visual of the screen. And that's just a piece of square tube that I cut. One side off of. I wanted that so that you have just that extra inch of room underneath the radio for tuck-in cords or chargers or whatever you'd like. If it were just squared off, that wouldn't be usable space. I can't say it would be worth anything when it comes to making the box any lighter. But I mean, to grab an extra inch inside of there for storage space is really nice to have. And that just sits on there. This sits on the bottom of the box. Sometimes it's not perfect. You just kind of take a hand and adjust it. Yeah, that's about it. So I sure appreciate all the support and the comments, and everybody seems to be really digging this thing. I never really thought about sharing it with people. I just thought it was kind of cool and shared it with my friends and family. I've had my YouTube channel for a few years now. I just used it as a platform to save and store memories, and I'm slowly trying to build it, and I've had a lot of support from everybody. So I sure do appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great day. Any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I will always get back to you, and I'll try to put out some videos on your request. Anything, let me know. It'd be a lot of fun. Thanks again for joining me. Have a good one.